Andrew McCarthy.
Could you say it again?
He feller in the white.
We're on your screen. Could you?
Curly toes.
It's simple.
I'm your curly toes and pink ribbons and bows that glitters and glows to put on a fine show.
What you just heard was found on an obscure tape acquired in the 90s by a man called Ybxrds. At its core, the recording is a raw a cappella track that sounds like a private performance that was accidentally caught on tape. The lyrics are oddly intimate, taunting your ears in a harsh southern accent from the US. Pantyhose, glitter, ribbons, and a character known as Little Ben are sung slowly with theatrical and weirdly performative flair, which gets more and more unsettling the further on you get into the song. Originally thought to have been from tape digging in a dumpster, it was featured on an album called Songs in the Key of Z, Volume 2, which was released in 2002. The album consisted of a compilation of songs said to be known as outsider music, which is a term used for songs sang and produced by amateur musicians outside of the music industry. Within the noise of these obscure songs, there was one that really stood out. Curly Toes. Artist unknown. In the CD pamphlet that the album came with, the description read as follows.
No info available. One of those unique, homespun artifacts that's been savoured by tape swap enthusiasts for years, having travelled generations from its original source. A brash, striptease bellowed a cappella as the saucy southern belle taunts her Little Ben with the seductive removal of her black panty hose.
In typical Lost Wave fashion, not a single bit of context was given. In 2010, however, a tribute to a model from the 1950s called Betty Page was uploaded to YouTube with Curly Toes as the song behind it. Betty Page was born in Nashville, Tennessee. Now, surprise surprise, I'm from the UK, and my southern accent geography in the US is limited. But after doing some quick research, Quora confirms my suspicions. I know it's a long shot, but what if the uploader knew something we didn't? What if Betty Page was the artist behind the song? Moving on. 14 years later, an internet user contacted Irwin in an attempt to extract some more information about the song. However, this resulted in the Lost Wave community being even more bamboozled, as Irwin debunked his own theory about the song being found on a tape, found whilst dumpster diving. He explained that he only made that story up to enhance the speculation around the song, and none of it was true. This left the internet even more in the dark, causing chatter about the song, potentially being created purely for a talking point in the album, which would help the album grow via word of mouth. The only potential lead to come of the search for the artist behind the song was that the singer may go by the name Elizabeth Lomax, due to similarities between her songs and Curly Toes. I can't play them due to copyright reasons, but once again, this is a massive shot in the dark. Yes, the southern accent match, however, to me, Elizabeth Lomax's voice is slightly higher pitched. Anyway, the search for the song continues. For all we know, the song could be over 70 years old and completely lost to time. However, as shown in the past, the Lost Wave community must not be underestimated. Perhaps it's just a matter of time. If there's one thing that can be unearthed from this peculiar song, it's the fact that this song is a mighty fine show for a mighty fine man. Thanks for watching, and let me know if I'm missing anything down in the comment section below. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao!